Hello everyone and welcome back to a new video of Crypto Trigger. Today I'm gonna do some Bitcoin analysis, Cardano, Litecoin, Doge and Mobox. So keep watching and don't forget to like and subscribe this video. Welcome, and I start with the Bitcoin analysis. But this is on the log scale, so it will be different if you do off, if you see. So I found this out and coupled all these lows, and I saw that we here had another low, and I did the same with the tops, but I did it here with the tops. But this line I took from this bottom and connected there. It's connected here as well. Here it was connected. Here it was like going sideways on this one, and here we connect again, and here we connect again. So I think it's really valid to have this line as well. We could do this, of course, as well. So that's like an extra channel if we're going to tap out here. So what I did here is all the bottoms I connect. So I check here for this bottom, and we bounce from this bottom. Also from the 200 MA, what is also coming here and crossing this price level. So what do I expect from Bitcoin? Well, we have here also the bull support band. This is brown cloud, and we bouncing now from this and going up. So that means we have this as resistance because we had it here and here as support, and here as resistance, and here also as resistance. So what does it mean? So we're going up here. Let me take it away, and we're bouncing down, and maybe we're going to break out. And if this is going to happen, I likely see the 66k level again. We could also go down, and then we go to the, let's check, for 54,000 level, 55,000 ish, and go back again and test this resistance again. And we could go down and a little bit up more, and then go up to the same level here. Keep in mind, we also have this as resistance. So we have two options here. This the 63 400 level and 66 400 level. So this is my bullish points, and if we're going to break down, I should say we're going at least to see what is this level? Yeah, 52,000, or we're going to test even lower, and that would mean that we go on this or even this, because we have also here the 200 MA lining up with us. So these are my possible options for the Bitcoin chart on the daily, like that. Yeah, so we're now going further on a 4-hour chart. Let me take it 4-hour chart, take a log off, log scale off, and now we see two yellow lines here. I also did the same. I connected the tops and draw these lines out, and this is now on the 4-hour. That's why it looks different. The other one was a 1-day chart, and we bounced it all from this lows here. We made the time I made this line, I was from here to here, and then we bounced after we broke down, and we bounced up, but I left this line here, and we see here perfectly bounced from this line, from this candle, sorry, and here as well. So what I know now is that if we're going to break to the downside, we going at least to see test this levels because it was resistance here and support here. And if you look, you could also do this. So definitely look for that. But I also look for this because the 50 MA is on the 4 hour here, and we bounced 4 times now. 1, 2, 3, 4 times. So that's also good to see. So if we just have support from here, we could bounce and make this to the to another level, to the yellow line here, and we have to see if we can break this to the upside, and that should be 60k ish. But if we break down, we see this. That's for today my Bitcoin analysis. The RSI is still higher than 40 at the moment, but it's cooling off, so that's okay. The stochastic is really high at the moment, but still cooling off a little bit. And the momentum is not gone because you still have these volume spikes here. Now we're going over to Cardano. Cardano has been in a dip for a long time now. Let's take the 1-day chart. Yeah, Cardano was in a dip for a long time. I draw these lines here from recent waves here, from recent wave here. So I draw these lines to the downside with Cardano, and you see here it connects here, here, and here, and I did the same for this, and also connects a little bit here, but this one is better, I guess. But I think for Cardano, what will happen? I draw these two lines here for Cardano because I think that would be a great time to maybe buy back in. Because we had here resistance and here support, and here we traded between these levels. And since we broke out, and this is important, look, here we had resistance in this candle, and here we had resistance and broke out. That means that this level, this one here, is important to me. So if we're going to see that, and we did, it could be a great time to buy back in. But what I first want to see is if is this level going to hold and is going to be sideways here and then go up or go down, make the decision from there. So needs to get back and maybe it gets a little bit cooled down from all this downtrend, and then we can see another back up. If we're going to get supported on these lines here, I should not be surprised if we're going to see Cardano on $1.71, or we even can go for, let's say, $1.87. Yeah, that's okay, I guess. Why I'm saying that, because the 200 MAs, I know you don't see it anymore, but the 200 MA is lining up with this price here, and also I have this line brought up. I said this is not really valid, but maybe because we already had a touch point here, here we had one, here, here, and here. And here we had some, here was resistance, so maybe we could respect this level again and see an up and then down, and maybe then we break out. That's how I see it now for Cardano. Near that, the daily is very oversold, the stochastic is very low. Whoa. This is also making, no, something like this. You hope, because it could also be like this. So that's okay, I guess. But yeah, that's my analysis for Cardano. And now see also we could, yeah, this is another one. So if Cardano is going to stay healthy at this stage, we could see another leg up, and this would be lining up again with this 200 MA like that. So that's not a weird thing to think about, that Cardano could be 183. Now we're going over to Litecoin, and Litecoin, I want this one on the block, and you see the same what I did for Bitcoin. Also here the bottoms are connected. This is our third bottom for this logarithmic scale pattern. So when we're going to see that we're going to bounce from here, we want to see if we could hold this level. This one. Yeah, yes, this one. Because here we had a connection point, and there. Here it was support. So go check. You see it better. See it. And here we had resistance. And here we had resistance again. So what I expect for Litecoin at the moment, that we could see at least this resistance point at 232, and maybe we go down again and then go up. Whoa, maybe we go down and up, or we going back from here to this 200 MA and following this one and respecting that one as support. With that said, we could also go down and take it as resistance, the 200 MA. We have to look if this Litecoin is going out of this logarithmic pattern here, and this flag here up. So we have to see what Litecoin is going to do. But for now, I keep it like this and hope for the best. Doge, I take off from the log scale. I was keeping an eye on Doge for a time. Why? Because it was forming this triangle pattern. I took it from where Doge started. Check here. You see what happened. I took it from the start here. It's not really valid. I see it does be here, but okay. It had here support. It was here we also supported, and now we're going up. Yeah, I see why this. It's not really valid how I put this line here, but it doesn't matter. Like here, it got supported in here as well. But more we're watching this upper line, because we take here, we take the line, we took the line from there. So what we see here, resistance, 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 and breakout. If you traded this breakout, it would make you, let's see, only from this breakout, let's see, we did sell here, like, let's say 20%, because we don't always sell here, because you never know what's going to happen in this week. But if you just traded this from the breakout, it's just connecting all the highs, or how I did here, like highs, high, high, and when you see it's going to break out, it will at least go most of the times to the 200 MA. But Doge is a hype coin, and sometimes with other coins this happens as well. So 20% profit, it would be okay here. Anyway, we're looking for what is Doge going to do now. It gets really supported on these lines, as you see here. on this line, I mean. So yeah, here it goes down and back to this line. That's why we draw this line. It gets supported. So even if you took the trade from here, it was even more. Yeah, you see, it's 40%. But you never know if this is going to break down. Anyway, it was respected, so we went up, and now we bounced again, a couple times to this resistance at 200 MA daily. So we went down, and now we have support in this white line here. So if we go with this one, like that, yes. So what I hope Doji is going to do is going to keep on this line and then shoot up like that. And let's see the 4 hour. What is the 4 hour doing for Doji? Yes, you see the 200 MA is there. So what we're going to do is that's also okay for Doji because it's up above this line, but I just want to draw this something else because I want to see where this is lining up with the 200 MA, something like that. So this could also be a new pattern forming for Doji. So if we're going up, I expect something like that. And at least, because this is my ultimate target, but at least something like these prices. Why? Because if you look back in the chart, it was kind of every time we bounced again up. Here was resistance, here's resistance, bounce back up, resistance, support, support. Here was resistance, here the same, support and resistance. Even if we go back here, and you see also that we bounce from these levels here also, here also. So if you want to check for Doji, what is Doji going to do? Well, then I should say if you're into Doji and you want to buy Doji, remember this is still a meme coin. It can go everywhere, but the 22.9 or 23.6 cents would be a nice time to take profit because there will be the 4 hour 200 MA meeting this price. Over to Mbox. Mbox just recently had a really heavy breakout. So you see here that a new all-time high at almost $15. It's $14.50. So what happened here? Let's check. What happened? Yeah. So the breakout happened here. Let me check the 4 hour. Yeah. You see? And if you just bought in here, you had like almost 50% profit. But if you bought in here, 36% ish. So what do you want to know when you yourself want to see this before it's breaking out? Well, now I'm having this on the 30 minutes chart, and I'm now just connecting these dots. So I did this for connecting. So this one, maybe a little bit down, so it connects better. And you can also do this with these ones. And these ones are not really nice. So here you see it breaks down. So here you know if you're taking a short and you see that this is going to break out of this pattern, you could make 15%. Here the 100 MA, bounce from the 100 MA, perfectly from that. It's another 23%. And from here we bouncing from the 50 MA. So what do we see? What do we need to know? We just connected this with this top, and when it broke out, we didn't know it's going to be more to the upside. But we also want to have this and this going on. And again, here it gets supported. So the old resistance needs to get supported, and then it will is valid to have another one up. But yeah, that needs to be halted. It's gonna be reacting as support, and if that holds support, we see this up like most of the times. Not always, but most of the times we see that. So- oh, we do another bonus. Let me see. Now we do analysis for sand. This is Sandbox coin, and it had really great run for them in the last couple of weeks. So it went from $1 to $7 and even to $8.50. So that was insane for Sand. Let's take the 1 hour chart. No, the 4 hour chart, sorry. And we see here it's just going to maybe break out even. So what do we want to see here for Sand is Sand has to break out of this one, this one, and yeah, of course, the all-time highs. So these are important levels for Sand. Watch if we're going to break out of this triangle pattern here, what I draw it. Why I draw it not with the tops? Because we have here one, there a touch point, and here we have a touch point, and here as well now. If we break out now, I am really bullish about Sand, and it could mean that we go to, let's say, now I'm taking this line. So if we're going to break out, maybe we're going to see $7.56 again per cent. So thank you for watching, guys, and see you next time.